Longest game, a game played on March 24, 1936, between the Detroit Red Wings and the Montreal Maroons, holds the record for one of the longest games in NHL history. After regular time and 5 overtime periods, the game finally concluded during the 6th overtime period, lasting a total of 116 minutes and 30 seconds. Maurice Richard, the iconic goals that defined his career. Maurice Richard, also known as the Rocket, is considered one of the greatest ice hockey players in history. Born in 1921 in Montreal, Quebec, Richard was a pioneer in the sport and helped popularize hockey in Canada during the mid-20th century. His incredible skill and determination on the ice set him apart from his peers, and his legacy continues to inspire hockey players to this day. One of the defining features of Richard's career was his ability to score goals in the most crucial moments. Throughout his 18-year career with the Montreal Canadiens, Richard scored a total of 544 goals in regular season play, a record that stood for many years until it was surpassed by other legendary players like Gordie Howe and Wayne Gretzky. However, it was not just the number of goals that Richard scored that made him so special. It was the way he scored them. One of the most iconic goals in Richard's career came during the 1952 Stanley Cup playoffs. In Game 7 of the semifinals against the Boston Bruins, Richard scored the game-winning goal in overtime to send the Canadiens to the Stanley Cup Finals. The goal was a demonstration of Richard's determination and skill as he fought off Bruins defenders and managed to find the back of the net despite being heavily checked. The goal is still remembered as one of the greatest moments in NHL history, and it solidified Richard's reputation as a clutch performer. Another memorable goal from Richard's career came during the 1955 Stanley Cup playoffs. In Game 2 of the finals against the Detroit Red Wings, Richard scored a hat trick in an overtime victory for the Canadiens. The final goal, which came in double overtime, was a display of Richard's speed and agility as he raced down the ice and beat the Red Wings goaltender with a quick shot. The goal sealed the victory for the Canadiens and helped them on their way to winning the Stanley Cup that year. Richard's ability to score in key moments was not limited to the playoffs. Throughout his career, he was known for his knack for scoring in crucial regular season games as well. In one famous game against the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1944, Richard scored all 5 goals for the Canadiens in a 5-1 victory. The performance was a testament to Richard's skill and determination, and it cemented his reputation as a player who could deliver when it mattered most. In addition to his scoring prowess, Richard was also known for his physical play and fearless attitude on the ice. Standing at just 5 feet 10 inches and weighing 170 pounds, Richard was not the biggest player on the ice, but he made up for it with his speed, agility, and tenacity. He was unafraid to take on larger opponents and was not shy about throwing his weight around to make plays. His combination of skill and toughness made him a beloved figure in Montreal and earned him the respect of fans and players alike. Off the ice, Richard was also a trailblazer. In 1955, he became the first player in NHL history to score 50 goals in a single season, a feat that was not matched until many years later. Richard's success helped pave the way for future generations of players to push the boundaries of what was possible in the sport, and his impact on the game is still felt today. In conclusion, Maurice Richard was a true legend of the game whose iconic goals and fearless play defined his career. His ability to come through in the clutch and his relentless pursuit of excellence set him apart from his peers and made him a beloved figure in the hockey world. Richard's legacy lives on in the records he set and the memories he created, and he will always be remembered as one of the greatest players to ever lace up a pair of skates.